Any words of advice?
Yeah, I think we're going to go to Club 11 for lunch.
So today we're heading off down. Again, we just got back from the Bahamas, so I feel really in great shape from running the boat for the week, but we're heading down to downtown Miami to the 11 building to deliver the stands today. We have everything ready. The tanks are here, the stands are here, and we're going down to site with our hard hats on. So we went down to site this morning, 5 of us to go deliver the stands. It's obviously an OSHA controlled site. We had to get our safety certification. We got to get our stickers and our numbers and our ID badges to go through a safety briefing for the building. We're going to floor 60. So it's pretty intense on the external elevators of the building. They're basically called buck hoists. They're a little deeper than 13 feet deep. The aquariums are 12 foot long. Here's one of the huge 720 gallon jellyfish aquariums that are going up there. We do know that the site still has some work going on in securing the windows upstairs, so they're not completely dried in yet, but we really wanted to go through the orientation, get our briefing, get our IDs, and sign off with the safety deal there, and then roll the stands in on piano dollies and place them on site. It was decided there on site with the project foreman that was on site today to take them and put them in a secure room that they have, I believe, on the 4th floor. So we got engaged, backed the trailer up to the delivery platform that all the materials for the entire construction on the internal aspect of the building go through to get to the buck hoists, which are the man elevators going upstairs.
And you can see we're on a tilt here, and theirs is on a tilt there. So we're gonna try to level that up. So he's gonna put the ramp down, so we back it off. At least they're on the same exact level.
To get those stands off was pretty easy. You know, they probably weigh about 400 or 500 pounds a piece. Get them through the buck hoist into floor 4, into the secure room, which we did, which was really pretty straightforward and easy. And then we took a trip up to floor 60 so that our team got familiarized with the job site, recognizes where they're going. Particularly on the job site, both of them will go facing south in the 2 individual penthouse units on floor 60. They also use the X-ray type machine that determines through the concrete where the post-tension cables run and the rebar run in the opposite direction that supports the entire concrete floor. So if you ever dealt with high-rise construction, it's called post-tension cables. Those are utilized to support the 10-inch slab, I believe, that's there in this building throughout, because it's a huge span, and that's the way that they build these buildings as well. The buildings flex in a serious hurricane. My understanding is 3 to 4 inches. So the taller the building, the more sway it's going to have, and all this is built into the engineering and the architectural for a building of this significance. Being that they're way up there and that the building can sway a little bit, we worked with the engineers for the project to then redhead these massive stands or structural stands into this concrete slab. When they did the X-ray of the slab, they found that the closest that any one of the post-tension cables comes up or the rebar comes up is 3.2 inches, so about 3¼ inches down. We determined that we're going to use 3-inch redheads, and when you add the tab that they're drilled through that holds the stand of the concrete, and you take into consideration shimming, the reality is our 3-inch redheads are only going to bury into the concrete at the most maybe 2.5 inches. So that's about how far they're going to go in. There's 8 of them along the way, so all of them will get bolted down to site exactly where they get located with walls behind them, but that's probably now a month out. we don't expect that we'll be delivering these 2 heavy acrylic tanks to site until June, actually. So we're going to be patient, wait, and work with the contractor to do this efficiently and effectively when the time is right, because we don't want to deliver them, put them on site when realistically there's still construction going on right now. So sometimes you have to be patient and wait for the contractor to be ready. But it was a great job today. We went in, achieved what we needed to achieve safely with OSHA rules, and it's exciting to see these tallest jellyfish aquariums probably ever built in North America, and the highest elevation, I would believe, anywhere that's in a building on the 60th floor in North America. So we expect that to be a first for us and a first for the country. So we're looking forward to it. As the project progresses, we'll give you guys more of an update as it succeeds. So remember to like, subscribe, and we'll see you next week on the 60th floor.